It'll happen.
We're good. Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy's annual D&D in space game. So, we're starting off, many, probably a few years from when the last game happened. The Star Sprite, owned by the luckiest half man alive, is actually sails out of the port city of Nexus, which Nexus is basically this floating landmass that has this connection to the elemental plane of water. So most of the landmass is actually covered by water, and no matter what side of you come in at Nexus from in a spelljamming ship, there's waterfalls cascading off the edges. So the ships that have the capabilities can actually land in the water and sail up to the city just like a normal sailing ship. And the Star Sprite has that capability. This is the Star Sprite's port of home. You guys are basically, you run all kinds of jobs out of Nexus. Moving cargo, passengers. Sometimes rescue missions. Just think Planet Express. And just like Planet Express, the professor doesn't go on the missions most of the time or even all the time. So, the halfling owner of the ship, he will not be accompanying you guys this time. He's got a run you guys have. It should be a milk run. You guys are going to Centauri 3. It should be easy to get there. It's going to take you a couple weeks to get there and then a couple weeks to get back with the cargo. Doesn't anticipate any problems. But he's got other business to attend to, so... Sweet,
it'll be running smoothly. This will be a cakewalk. No problem. Why are we even having this adventure for this session?
And, yeah. And, and he's going to send you... And he's going to send his attaché / bodyguard, who's been on with you guys for a little while now. Cade?
Oh. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Cade, the halfling Cade. And since we started last time as well, you guys have also brought on new crew. And you can decide whether you've sailed with these guys before, or, this is your first trip with them, or sometimes you pop in, or maybe you're now part of the crew, and how long you want to be part of it.
I'm a brand new hire, and I'm very feel honored that you guys have chosen me among all these scallywags along the docks. I'm Skanebreaker 2-Stitch, and I wish to be found worthy upon your crew.
And it is an honor because the Star Sprite has actually gained quite a reputation for itself as being one of the fastest ships, and also one of the most successful at fending off pirates and other hazards.
Would you say
of the out and the beyond?
Skanebreaker 2-Stitch. He is that's his name, and he is a dragonborn druid, guild artisan, knitter.
Nice.
Very masculine.
Thank you.
So with that, you've been recently hired, and Ted, do you want to tell us or describe what's been going on with your character?
I'm playing Trock Firescale. He is a warlock guild artisan. Previously, he was guild artisan, cartographer, and navigator on a different vessel, and he stumbled upon the Star Sprite by happenstance when the ship he was on was attacked by pirates, and he was set adrift in space. And we all know that typically you don't survive long when something like that happens. Well, as it happens, some entity contacted him and gave him the deal, hey, work for me and you won't have to die. And he said, sign me up. And it was this bizarre cosmic entity. He didn't really know all that much about it. And over the, intervening years, he's done some things that he really wasn't happy with or, proud of or whatnot. But, he was called to service. Well, one time, the Sea Sprite, after he totally became crew, was sent on a mission to rescue some children. And, albeit we didn't know, one of these children was destined to go on to do something wonderful and positive for the cosmos. Well, while we were succeeding in our mission, this entity that, came into my mind while I was floating in space that I hadn't seen physically before drifted into the sky above us. But another similar but pure white entity drifted in from the other side. And Trock has this experience of it being a indescribably epic combat between these two grand beings. Doesn't really know much about them, except they fought over the events that were before us. Other people saw something vastly different. As described by others later, the dark amorphous being pulsated, and the white being shook, and then the white being pulsated, and the dark being vibrated, and it went back and forth for a minute or so until the dark amorphous being just vanished. And from that moment on, he's like, I like that guy. So his packed blade wound up changing, his powers wound up shifting, and he kind of got a fear of the dark as well. So he now carries around a rock that he frequently casts the light spell on. He'll sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to see in his quarters. So he'll set that rock alight again and drift merrily off to sleep. So that's what's going on with him.
Okay. Mark, your character has had some changes since the last time.
Yeah, my character, the last session was a barbarian druid by the name of Oolong. In that adventure, they banished was kind of demon or fiend or something to back to, I guess, hell, and it was some kind of shard it was using as a host or whatever.
There was a gem.
Yeah.
There was a gem that it was using.
And that exploded, and I guess a piece of it somehow got embedded in me. And so it acted as a conduit to that entity. And then where it would just be like a trickle in the back of my mind. And at some point, I was grievously injured and was on the verge of dying. And my character, not having a real belief in a deity, was just cried out for help. Somebody help me, I'm not ready to die yet. And this being came to him and said, not only will I save your life, but I will change you for the better if you work at my behest and the behest of my master. And so, of course, he took the deal. He took the deal. It's hard to turn down the deal when you're in the deathbed. People are also giving your life. And he was physically changed. He went from being a big, burly half-orc to a more slender, gaunt-in-the-face looking half-orc. And he went from being a barbarian druid to a warlock. So, and his name was changed to Koba.
David, you want to tell us about your halfling you'll be playing?
I'm playing a ghost-wise halfling laser monk. What's the actual name of?
I don't even know at this point. We've just been calling it the laser monk.
Okay.
It's the monk from the Sword Coast Adventure Guide.
And then my background is folk hero. That's all I have to say.
All right.
The stellar role playing.
Hi there, I am Sky Captain Ace Zenith. You might recognize me from such adventures of the time I single-handedly banished a demon from another plane existence, rescuing my party, or from adventures such as Ace's High, or Zenith Soars Again, or Zenith's Descent.
Yes, because
You'll have to tune in for those other epic
the
tales.
paladin and not the warlock who cast back.
Yeah, you're totally misremembering it, that I didn't do that. I don't understand how you could think that. You must be sorely mistaken. It was very traumatic for you to switch patrons, and so I couldn't understand how you could make that mistake.
You're a warlock too?
What?
Is your character one?
No, I will not trifle with such fell powers or things beyond my understanding. I worship the
This
Church
is
of the
Zap
Silver
Brannigan. I
Flame.
mean, Ace Zenith.
Yeah, so Way of the Sun Soul is the laser monk. So you guys have been, once again, you're sent off and hired to go to Centauri 3 to meet with
Garibaldi.
someone that you guys have actually done business with in the past, and it's almost like you guys have come full circle. So you've been sent to meet up with Omnifus, the Orphan Maker,
This guy.
to move his cargo for him.
Sounds like a nice guy.
Wait a minute.
And,
Isn't there an orphan maker back in Griffin Gotham? It might be just a very
No. In your first voyage on the Star Sprite, you guys had to take cargo to him. But you guys have been out in the black for several weeks now. You're getting close to your destination when on the horizon you guys spot 3 ships that are very familiar to you guys. And like I said, everything seems to be coming full circle.
So is that either the Bloodstar, Blackfire, or Oblivion, perhaps?
It's all 3 actually.
Oh.
Holy.
The Orc brothers have been looking for the Star Sprite for many moons now.
Bloodstar, what else?
We have
Oblivion, the Bloodstar, and the Blackfire.
Nice. Thank you.
Sounds like someone I have to beat up.
Gotcha. Okay.
and they're captained by the Orc chieftains Ilgar, Hugar, and Nungar, which are all brothers.
Yep, definitely have to beat them up.
So one of the problems with being out on the black is space orcs, and at this point, most pirates won't even tangle with the Star Sprite. You guys have gotten such a good reputation. You guys have been running a pitched battle with these 3 ships now for several days. You've
Unfortunately,
actually
these guys did not get the memo that we are not to be trifled with.
you've actually destroyed 2 of them already, but right now the Blackfire is completely tangled with the Star Sprite. Bow to stern, they've grappled. Both ships have received damage, and right now you are in the middle of a pitched deck-to-deck fight.
Wow.
The brave sailors of the Star Sprite are shedding their blood for their ship and their captains, I should say.
Well, we have the
There's always
captain.
morale to be.
We have the captain of morale and the captain of the ship. It's during this conflict that you hear this screaming screech, and it happens, in the air as much as it happens in your mind. And it almost appearing out of nowhere. You see an enormous creature with a wingspan that is about 80 feet from tip to tip.
Whoa.
From its snout to the tip of its tail is about 100 feet. Looking at the scales, you can't tell if they are made of beaten metal or stone or something else. But they appear to glow with a white light, almost like the light of a star. There are sharp spines that run up and down its back, from the back of its head to its tip of its tail. There's in its eyes, you can see them blazing red like the sun. With that, you guys can roll initiative.
Nice.
And roll for initiative. Rolling for initiative, sir.
17.
25.
So-
Would I have had 10 minutes before all this started to give a rousing speech about how we went into the breach once more, dear friends?
Yeah, at some point you probably would have.
Okay, so everybody's got 5 temporary hit points
Nice.
until they get shed.
Actually makes that 16 because just basking in my light every day, you get an additional 11.
Do they stack?
They do.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Sweet.
So when you hear that noise, or when that sound is heard, like all the fighting almost stops, like in mid swing. And sailor and orc alike, you just see the blood drain from their faces.
Not a giant space whale.
As
boy.
this thing, as this
kind of
comes,
hoping
as
it's
this
a
thing comes into
I
appearance.
wanted it to be a dragon.
It is.
Its talons are probably as long as a man.
Wow.
Not me. It's probably 3 of me.
Is there any legends we might have heard about such a creature?
Sure.
No one's ever lived. to
It's
tell
always a
tale.
possibility.
History
What
of that.
makes you want us to roll, sir?
Survival.
Not that
History.
19.
Oh, nice. That's a 19 for me as well. Or no, it's a 20. Because I'm proficient, I have a -1.
Nice. So 19 was the high number?
20.
Or
20.
20? Okay. It's a very rare sight to see a star dragon. And you're getting to witness one right now.
No.
I think I'll name him Starscream.
Well, he did scream, and he clearly came from the stars, so it's quite a unique name. Never been used
So we're
before.
naming them like Michelangelo. Is that what we're doing?
Indeed.
So, in your minds, you hear the words in a sibilant tongue. You have entered the domain of Solaris El Galavana. You will all be destroyed.
Good luck, mate.
What
I say, actually, those guys drug us here. So if you destroy them, we'll just leave.
You hear it in whatever is your preferred tongue to speak.
Draconic it is.
And with that, it begins a strafing run that kind of goes on a diagonal from the bow of the Star Sprite to the stern of the Blackfire, and just rakes devastation. And as that happens, it's almost as the dragon looks so bright as it is, almost like looking at starlight. As impossible as it seems, the spines on its back seem to get even brighter as it breathes. And it's just this line of white light, but everything it touches just begins to burn and incinerate. Sailors and orc alike scream.
Wow.
And it burned my ship?
Oh yeah, it burned your ship.
Oh, he's got to die now. I'm sorry.
fireball
There's
not
defending
No
this
need.
thing.
No need to be afraid of the dark now. Don't worry.
And so Ilgor calls out just in general. That beast will kill us all. I propose a truce.
Perhaps it can be negotiated with. And then I see him just annihilate people. Dear God, perhaps not. By the silver flame, I've never seen a man burn so hotly before. I mean, his skull it was just like, it was white. It went white with fire.
Oh yeah, when you see that beam hit things, it's almost like an X-ray where you see the skeleton, and the flesh just goes completely translucent.
So is it like laser like he's throwing, or is it like fire like I throw?
Both.
I would say it's somewhere in between.
I go to Kif. Kif, on this day, you may have the honor of dying for your captain and Lord Master. I know this is what you've always wanted. And he's like,
So is Kif is he a little green alien?
he's a little green in the gills, yeah. He might have some orc blood in him.
So, what, was there a 25? Was that the highest number?
Yeah. That's me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna hide in terror.
What is the physical size of him?
His wingspan is about 80 feet and approximately 100 feet from the tip of his tail.
So about 90,000 of me.
Who's on the helm? Who's on the?
Good question.
Those goes.
Is that the right term? The wheel? Who's on the wheel?
Well, no, it's actually a helm.
Who's on the ones and
Yeah,
twos?
who's on the
Like it's a DJ. He's-
Yeah.
And this is a spell jamming vessel. So basically, like there's generally a chair or a stool set up around. In this case, on the Star Sprite, it's basically like a hemispherical globe type thing, and it's like pearlescent in appearance. And this one is about 3 foot in diameter. And sitting cross-legged on a stool at the helm of the Star Sprite is a sprite with his hands on the globe and intensely focused upon keeping the ship going. And you would have met him, and his name is Joanna Moonleaf.
Let's see what magic I have to not get.
And he almost never leaves the ship.
All right. I'm assuming he can.
I feel like 1d8 won't do much.
He can speak Fey, right? What is their language? Sylvan?
Sylvan.
I'm in Sylvan. I'm going to yell down to him. Drive the Star Sprite directly into the beast.
I can't. The
From
ship
the
is
crow's
found
nest.
with the damn Blackfire. They're actually bound together.
Can radiant damage melt the things that is attaching them?
And he looks. When you look at him and he speaks, you can see the strain on his face, and he does not look good at all. It's almost as if the damage that was done to the ship, he actually is feeling it.
So I'm going to say to him, "Get ready. I'll free our ship from theirs."
Okay.
And then I'm going to leap from the crow's nest down to the center of the two ships, and I'll take the damage. I'll take the falling damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to kick off from the staff of the woodsland. I'm going to turn the staff of the woodsland into a tree. So it actually forms into a very large tree, which I'm going to try to use to physically separate the two
Ah,
ships.
nice.
Okay, so
It completely
this
falls
dragon,
into
like I
basic
knew
laws of
enough to
magic
know
item.
its history. Is it like, as Ted was asking, is it a radiant energy? And I deal in radiant energy.
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be very good. All right. So anything
radiant-
I can do against it is kind of negated and probably.
Wait, radiant damage doesn't affect it?
Right.
Oh, that's most of my attacks.
Well,
okay.
it's not immune to it, but it is a
It
lesser
probably
effect.
resists.
All right, so the tree is 60 feet tall, and
only I was an
has
Oathbreaker.
a branch radius of 20 feet, and the
But no,
trunk
you know
is
the
5.
resistance to necrotic
He's going to
as
completely
well.
light that thing on
good,
fire.
good.
So I'm going to try to, put the staff in the center and physically
Resistant to necrotic
separate.
damage.
If that means I
Necrotic
actually
and
lose the
radiant.
staff, I'm going to try to save the staff. But if
Okay.
I have to lose it, I will.
Well, it means I can
So
do
you take
fireball.
14 points of damage on your way down.
All right, which I'm going to. So now I only have 2 temporary HP left.
Okay.
But go ahead. Yeah. All right.
All right. So on your initiative, that's what you're doing. The 25, you're hiding.
Well, I don't want to look at that thing. That thing's scary.
I have a 20. How far away is it?
Okay. It is about 40 feet from you.
All right.
And as it goes overhead, as it goes by, you can see blue fire kind of flicking off of its body.
Oh.
All right. Well,
He's going Super Saiyan Duck.
I'll draw in some of that fire as I bring up my my staff of pure white wood and level it at him and expend some charges and unleash a lightning bolt. Look at all those ones. Lovely.
If only you were a halfling.
It's only on the D20.
20.
Oh, okay.
A whopping 32. So it's Dex save DC 17.
I think he's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
That's right. He is.
Got what I need.
Yeah. So as he goes sweeping by, you whip out your staff, and the bolt of lightning screeches for it, and just as it's about to take him in the hindquarters, he basically does a barrel roll around it.
Oh snap!
Somebody called out, do a barrel roll, and he's like, I will do it.
So it seemed to.
It just barely
Barely clipped him.
clips him. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to
So-
gauge whether it actually had any effect.
So it did negative 5 damage.
So you said you had done 32.
Yeah, so 16. It's a star dragon.
Star Dragon, you'll get caught in the
Is that like that
Star
size?
Dragon, Star Dragon.
So
Possibly.
all right. So I want two of you guys. You decide amongst yourself who is going to be the crew, and on your turn, you can take a turn for the crew. So what this means is we're going to use your charisma modifier, and we're going to use a proficiency bonus of +4.
I'm thinking Ryan's the best pick. Do you not want to do it?
I have an 18 charisma.
I have a
I have a 12.
20 charisma, so.
I guessed it right.
Okay, so what am I doing for the
So yeah, two of you are going to be are going to just
Acting
take the
instead of
turn.
crew.
Take the turn from the crew for each ship. So it'll be 2 extra turns, and really what that's going to encompass is using the siege weapons that each ship has, attacking with swords, spears, bows, whatever's available to them.
Did you want it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you mind him taking it?
No. He's saying
Do it up.
He's saying
There's
two of
two.
us. So the two of us.
Oh,
will do it.
perfect. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So and you're going to roll the damage is going to be 6 dice 6, and it's just going to encompass whatever they can bring to bear.
All right. So you want me to roll it up for my
Yes. So you can make an attack roll.
turn? You want just the 6 of 6 or an actual attack roll first?
An actual attack roll first to hit.
The catapults have a range of
Ryan.
200 or 800.
15 on the
Not fully
die.
complete, but would
So
you-
if I'm adding
just the
using
top.
my modifiers, it's a 24.
Paladin.
Okay. So that hits.
Noble knight, half elf. Thank you.
Pathetic. 10.
Okay.
Oh my
Nice. Great roll.
4 ones.
Nice.
Wait, so what do
Make an attack roll. You do 6 dice 6 damage if you hit.
Yeah, it's on your initiative. It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
is there any modifier that they get?
Your charisma modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Oh, and my proficiency. Oh, nice.
Well, the proficiency bonus is +4. The ship has a +4 proficiency bonus, and then it's plus.
Okay,
your-
so that would have been a 23.
Oh, 23. That does not hit. So, and in this case, what that means is things are hitting the dragon, and they're just basically bouncing off of its body.
So I need a 16 or higher with that. Wow.
Oh, now, yeah. You guys heard. I think we need to slam it with the ship. That's the only thing we got that's going to make it.
No. Are you out of your fucking mind? You slam my ship into that dragon, I will kill you.
All right.
But first, I will kill the idiot who follows his order.
So
And
wait.
and make sure my whole crew hears that.
Well, I will say. So wait. Are you
Christ, the
captain
orc
here
ships-
now?
Yes, I am.
I will say, Captain Koba. What if we take their ship?
I don't want their ship. Slam their ship into the
That's
damn
what I'm
dragon.
saying. Let's do that.
Slam their ship into the dragon.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Well, when you do suggest that course of action, the orcs are like, "Ah!" Kill the beast.
Will he come stalking us in the night?
It might. Isn't Koba? Isn't that the bad ape?
Yeah.
I'm gonna still call you Oolong. Plus 36.
Oh, you mean human work? Human work? That ape? Yeah, I think it is. That dude is bad.
All right, so that was
20.
20.
I got an
I think
11.
I had a 17.
Okay, 17's up then.
Finger of death. Is it within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Finger of death.
Okay.
What does that do?
Do I? It's range attack?
I don't know. Is it?
It doesn't say. It just says.
It's
What
the
the
instant
damage
kill
is.
attack.
Ryan.
I don't.
what was
It's
it?
either
What was
ranged
the
attack or
card
saving
rating?
throw.
Yeah, you get a saving throw.
Then there's not a ranged attack.
Okay.
The what? The reasoning with
Character
this.
damage.
Ace Zenith.
Is that a con save?
Yes.
come we didn't try reasoning with this thing?
It's attacking us right out the gate.
So 19
Okay.
is his saving.
Well, he saved. So he takes
So-
half.
78 plus 30 necrotic.
Yeah. So it's 21, 28, 34, 39, 40 plus 30 is 70. So he takes half of that.
Okay. Half of 70.
35, half again is 17.
Wow, really? He gets half then half?
Well, he said it resists necrotic.
Yeah. So it hits him, and he kind of shakes it off like a dog shaking off fleas.
Let me see that sword coach book. Whatever the hell it's called.
Skag.
Skag. The skag.
Well, I guess. Well, I probably don't need that.
All right. So that was a 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
11.
11.
Would you go first?
9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I guess I'll roll the cruise shot. They get 2 attacks.
1.
1. Okay. So this is for all the marbles. +4. They get a +9 to the attack. All right. That's a 25.
Okay, that hits.
All right. And we're saying 66.
Mm-hmm.
4. Come on. Where's my loaded dice?
You jinxed it.
Oh, let me roll that in the charm. Not terrible. Alright, so we got 10, 18 points.
He almost doubled what you got.
I mean, the dice are loaded.
Alright.
You said 18?
Yep.
Alright.
And then. Oh, man, this isn't really.
So, as you do that, right? As the not as you do that, but as the crew does that, it slams its tail down behind it, killing like half of them.
Oh, that's
Men,
fun.
men, no reason to panic. No reason to panic.
I kind of want to touch it.
I'm debating the wisdom of lancing it, which would go really bad because it'll get his sole attention.
Does it have one?
What do you mean
skill
lancing
that's
it?
off?
I have a lance.
Oh.
Yeah. With your griffin, right?
Yeah. Although my radiant damage, my smiting ability is pretty much nullified. Or
Well, do
it's
you want to
half the
join
effect.
me in getting that other ship to slam the whole ship?
I'm going to hit it as soon as I can
think
get
that-
close enough to it.
All this stuff is minor.
I can get close enough to it in one round, but if I do that, I'm gonna die instantly.
so, what do I have to do to rally the orcs to ramming, or do they have that covered?
It's not going to take much. I mean,
Orcs
it's a
are
really
stupid,
it's a
so-
really stupid, crazy plan, so they like it.
They love it. Yeah.
So I mean, so I don't need to use my.
These
action.
aren't no. These aren't orcs. These are space orcs.
Okay. So,
Is it with a C or a K?
well,
I think the K is
Starscream or-
copyrighted.
Well, Starscream or what
It's
other
both.
thing you happen to be named, let me introduce you to Lance Armstrong, because it's a lance, my arm is strong. And I'm going to do my own strafing runs with the lance. I'm going to, as a bonus action, use a 4th level spell slot to, my only 4th level spell slot, to make it a +2 weapon.
Okay.
And going for it. So Felicity has a fly speed of 80. I'm probably using both of her actions or his actions.
Well, it's only 40 feet away.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically wheeling
okay.
around because I get 2 attacks, so it's probably 2 passes with the lance.
An ally has been slain.
All right. 8, 10, AC 22 and AC 17.
So you're both times you come in and your lance just skids right off the hide of the beast, and you see sparks fly as the metal connects with scales, but does not penetrate.
I feel like fire is gonna do double damage
Huh.
Wow.
because if
That's
it,
interesting.
Like, melt the metal.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas, so I just running away. I already brought my own mount, and I'm gonna do what I can to stay well out, without it outside of its reach to outpace it.
So make a dexterity save and throw.
Oh, okay.
It totally is gonna eat you.
Good at that. No, I'm not. And that was false anyway. That would be a 7.
An ally.
Okay, so So as you do your second run on it, it almost stops in midair and flings out its wings, slamming into you with one of them, and then begins to drop right to the between the two decks. So you begin to fall, and your tether kicks in.
And the hope is that it works on me and the mount. Like
Yeah,
mount
no,
can
that's
fly,
fine. I
can't it?
understood that.
What's that?
So make a
Doesn't your
ride
mount
check,
fly?
DC 15 to stay mounted while you fall.
Okay.
But either way, the magic takes effect.
that?
effect when you both are going to the. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as the wings smash into you.
14, and we're on the thing. Alright, my check is a 15 unless I get something to add to it.
Mark, what's your
A 15 does
Sailor.
oh wait a minute, no, check for for the ride.
Yeah.
The 15 does it. That's all you needed.
Alright. Also, so I probably have like a military harness. Does that give me any bonuses for doing that kind of
For
stuff?
the ride,
Yeah.
sure, +2, something.
Alright, sweet.
I mean, you made it anyway, so for this role in particular.
Yeah,
doesn't matter so
but other things it'll probably come into effect. So.
much. As the wing strikes you, you feel this heat coming off of it, and you're very familiar with radiant energy, so it doesn't feel like that. It actually feels like a torch, or
Feels like burning.
feels like
I
burning.
haven't felt that sensation in quite a time. Ever since I was immune to diseases.
And you take 14 points of fire damage.
Oh, wow.
Arcana.
I can roll it.
Anyone?
Untrained, sure. That's a 10.
Nope.
Arcana.
I can attempt at rolling.
You can. You can roll dice.
Just the casters.
Okay. I'm not a caster. I have 0
5
spells.
is 23.
What do you want?
Okay. Well, the casters, you recognize that there's a magical effect surrounding the beast. You actually understand that it is wrapped in a fire shield.
Okay. Do I know how to circumvent that?
Well, you know that it's going to cause fire damage to anyone that gets too close to it, and touches it, and it's also going to make it resistant to fire damage.
Okay.
If you say something, I can deal with that.
I tell him. I yell that out to you. I ain't talking to you right now. Yell that out to you.
So with that, the dragon, lands between the ships, and it seems to be looking back and forth between the two of you.
Well, it ain't got to look too much longer because I charge.
Nice.
Pack blade drawing.
Hook it in its eye.
Glaive.
Have you gone yet?
Well, yeah. But
So-
my turn comes again.
So you're charging at it, and now where on the deck would you have been found at?
Well,
Where on the dial does the dragon touch you?
I typically, try to stay close to the helmsman because I'm the navigator, and I kind of, therefore, consider him like my charge. I want
Okay.
to make sure he's okay, so I would be over close to him. And since I'm a ranged or melee fighter, as the case may be, I could have been anywhere between him and the wall fighting whoever the orcs were.
Okay, so when it sees you charging and it sees you, it drops down on because its claws are actually attached to its wings. It doesn't have the have the four limbs.
Four limbs.
And it starts to like walking on its wings, just crushing things around that people are scurrying out of the way, and it like shifts its body and turns so it's looking directly at you.
Is it on their ship?
And you, it's like in the middle of the two of them.
So it's tearing
Crawling.
up my ship too.
Both ships, yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's go one.
And then you just see you see what you think is a draconic smile as it opens its mouth impossibly wide, almost like a snake unhinging its jaw, and that white light just streaks towards you. You can both make dexterity saves.
Wow. This is gonna suck.
This is not a spell effect, correct?
No.
I would like to point
19.
out that though I am immune to fear, I'm quite terrified.
You're immune to fear.
19.
Yeah.
You are not able to get it out of the way.
22.
You do get it out of the way.
Would that 20 give me anything extra?
Is it natural 20?
Yeah.
It means you're definitely taking half damage.
You did it gracefully.
Yes, you know what it did for you? You're actually going to shield the helmsman behind you.
And he did a backflip.
You just
as well.
probably
But
saved,
you do take full damage because
you just saved his life. So 30, 40,
Is this radiant?
50, yeah,
Nice. I love hearing
60, 70.
Silver Flame, you're not
You can't
exactly
one of
doing
them
me any
dice twice?
favors here.
84. What?
that. 84, 42, so minus 21.
84 minus 16.
And you guys, everyone sees it. You see them light up just like the rest of them did.
So
And you can see their
68.
whole skeleton system underneath, and then it's gone. It's the you're like wiping it away from the afterglow. So now that was 11. Initiative 10, 9.
9.
Bueller initiative.
All right. So the two ships are still tied, and
Yeah.
so nobody can ram him, correct? Because he's close up on us, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to summon a sea hag, and with the intention of her using her death scare upon him.
Okay.
She's gonna go, boo.
And he's gonna go, oh.
It tastes like those dry seaweed chips. If you've ever had those,
Yeah.
that's what sea hag ones taste like. Super dry.
And they don't taste good at all. So they get really pissed off.
I actually like them, the dry things.
They're kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm into them. It's, dude, you know what? You can kind of make like a ghetto sushi out of them
Here we
like
go.
that. I forget what else if you eat it together. Like it has like a sushi flavor. Because it's wrapped in seaweed when you have sushi.
No, that won't work. All right. So I'm bringing the sea hag forward with Conjure Fey.
My trap card.
Hagachu, I choose you.
Exactly.
Except this won't be like the show. It will die instantly.
Yeah, this will just get murdered.
You sure you wanna?
Man.
Oh,
I like our optimism. It's really
Necrotic? Is it necrotic?
yes. Well, I use my turn, and then I'll cast something else on the next turn.
Well, no, I mean
I can't
you're.
bring it that. It's not that fast.
What's that?
I can't bring it. It's not fast enough to use. But keep going. We're good. Yeah, that spell's gonna fizzle. I'll do something else.
You
later.
can change.
You can change
your
your mind. You even like Scott may not know, but
yeah.
your character knows what
Your
it
character
does.
is like, hey, don't be a dumbass.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why my character's happy.
The dragon-
Like a 10-minute casting time or something.
Well,
1 minute.
Yeah.
just piling on other ineffectual spells.
Something tells you that like I could totally be dead by now.
I'm gonna attempt Dominate Beast.
Nice.
And it's gonna attempt Eat Thy Fool.
What is that? A charisma save or will?
Okay, so Dominate Beast. The first one is whether he's gonna qualify. All right. So yeah. So one I can. He's within range, which is 60 feet. Am I right?
Yep.
You attempt to beguile a beast. So does he qualify?
He would be a dragon as his type.
So
Beast is an actual type, so
Yeah.
I can only imagine that means
it's not
beast.
gonna work.
You would need dominate monster.
I'm done. Keep going. Just say I tried 2 things that failed. We'll keep moving.
All right.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do because all my things suck against them.
Well, do what you can. Do it. I mean, even if it sucks, it hurts.
Give
a little
them
bit.
a Hayukin or a 5-finger death touch.
So you're up, and it is on the deck, David.
Oh, how wonderful!
You could just go beat it up naturally.
I don't want to get close to it. I'm gonna use my
These two are
arc
already
circle thing.
But your arc circle isn't that that's after you hit. You can do it. You spend the 5 points and do it.
Yeah. I'll just throw a sunbolt thing in. And then...
Okay, so you get 2 attacks.
Do I need to roll or?
Yep, you get 2 attacks, and you can spend a Kai point as a bonus action if you want to attack
2 more times.
2 more times.
I don't really want to touch it though.
You don't have to touch it.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
You
Okay.
totally spend Kai points. You need to kill it.
Well, he gets 2 attacks anyway. He's a 5th level monk.
I rolled
so-
a 4. I add dex to this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 10. Doesn't hit, does it?
No.
You add dex and you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Still doesn't hit.
So
but
then
it's-
15.
Yeah. You have a plus 11 to hit.
We know that 22 doesn't hit him, so higher.
Okay.
Roll
I'll try-
higher.
24.
I'll try that again.
Roll higher, assholes.
A 19. Okay. I rolled a 19 and then add 11 to that.
You hit.
Oh, good. And 1d8. What-de-do?
You should suspend that Kai point to attack more.
Okay.
We need to pile as much damage on as quickly as possible.
Okay. So then, do I have to roll 2 other separate times, or can I just?
Grab 2d20.
Roll, yeah, multiple dice. Pressure rolling, man, is the thing.
2 natural 20s.
You've really just dropped.
I just dropped 2 natural 20s.
Okay, so you start throwing lasers like there's no tomorrow.
I did it.
Alright, so your
The
attack.
last two is like Kamehameha, Meha. And it's like this big like ripple that you combine and blast him in the face.
Alright, so your attacks do
believe that
d8. So grab 2, 4, 5 d8.
Okay. That was kind of cool.
Totally worth a Kai point. Those are not d8s.
Those are
Those are
d12s.
D12s.
Yeah.
That would have been an awesome roll, though.
Somehow I was rolling 10s, 11s, and 12s on my d8s.
You hit 3 times,
Yeah.
so you get to roll 5d8s.
Okay.
That's not a bad roll at all.
Yeah.
That's solid.
8, 7, 4, 4.
Use your maths.
16, 20.
31.
31, maybe?
8,
Yeah.
8, 7, 4, 4, 27.
I thought it was
Oh, okay.
3 8s.
Okay, so
Wait, what? No, 3 8s is 24 plus 7,
Is he
31.
immune to radiant?
It's not 3 8s.
Yeah, it's not. There's
8,
only
8, 7, 4, 4.
3 times 8 because there's 8, and then plus 7. It's 24. Add 7. You were right. 31.
31.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I
David
did it.
outmathed you.
I did it.
So,
Is he?
I can add.
Alright, so now you add 3 times your dex mod on that as well.
3 times my dex mod to
another
that?
18.
So it's another 18. So 49.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Get wrecked, dragon thing. 2 natural 20s. Heck yeah. That's
can't
how
happen.
you do it. And that did 5 damage to it. Because
Well, now the 18's gonna land. The 31's gonna get halved.
Well, it's very angry with you when you do that, and it whips its tail across the deck,
It's got legendary actions.
and its tail slams into your small figure.
Don't I have a reaction thing? I have reaction.
What's your reaction thing?
I don't know. I have like reaction stuff because I'm a monk, but I don't know where it is.
I'm going to look up mine real quick. So just figure out how much damage you take and took and if there's a
Okay.
thing that you can do.
So you get to make oh no, that's something different.
I'll see if there's anything we can lawyer for you. As your court-appointed rules lawyer, I will like
Will
to-
that be counted as a projectile?
No. It's 21 points of damage
Okay.
as the tail smashes into your chest.
Oh, you were
Okay.
you were thinking about deflect.
Hey, as you have
No, there's
you have
not-
evasion. When you are subjected to an effect that
Yeah.
allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, you instead take no damage if you succeed or half if you fail. So,
So-
half whatever you took.
Do I now roll one of these?
Type
To
20.
make a,
No, you don't do anything.
Oh,
Just
okay.
took 21
Oh,
points.
you just took damage. Never
No,
mind. That
dragon
was
is
only if you
dragon.
got a saving throw.
Gotcha. Following.
So that was 25. What was it? 20?
All right, so I'll hold forth my staff, and with the knowledge of my companion over here, I will attempt to bring
You
down
know what, David? You also take 11 points of fire damage.
okay.
bring down his shield. That's a cracked die, and that is a 16. So I
Okay.
spell magic it
Okay.
because it's a fire shield is a 4th level spell. So DC was 14.
Okay, so you do that, and he looks directly at you.
Good. I don't want him on
Good.
me.
Now he's not watching me, idiot.
Hey, Truck, good news. You have his attention.
So then I will make an attack roll with the crew, and they miss.
Okay. So you do that, and then as he looks at you in anger, you just see him flick out his wings, and crew members all around just go flying. Many of them, will never rise again.
Rest in pieces. Literally.
Oh, the horror!
And
The
with
horror,
that-
Felicity!
With that, it Dispel magic, you have to use specific spells, right? It's not everything.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check. So if he's got other things
Okay,
going
so
on,
make another ability check.
Is it per or total?
it says it targets all of it. You choose one creature, and if anything is 3rd level or lower, it just automatically ends. For anything 4th and higher, you just... Alright, so no.
Okay. So, after it does that with the wings, it pops up into the air,
God
40 feet.
It's about to torch us all.
What?
And
It's gonna torch us all.
whoever's next.
What did you go at?
It was
I think
20.
you're at a 17.
17, yeah. So, do I get a chance to hit it before it pops up in the air?
No, he does it before you can get to him. Because of the way the initiatives work.
Okay.
And he sticks out his parcel tongue.
So he's
his
40
sweet
feet
tongue.
in the air now,
Yes.
huh? Is he still near the
The mass, yes.
yeah. Well then, I'm going up the crow's nest
Uh-huh.
and hopping onto his back if I can.
Do you by chance have Misty Step?
Yes, I do.
You could just do that.
You can, as a bonus action, you can Misty Step.
You could bamf on
to-
top
to-
of him.
Well, not on top of him, but on top of the crow's nest,
Okay.
which will put you within 10 feet of him.
Oh, that's all I need. 10 feet, bam, bam. A 28 and a 27 to
To
hit.
hit.
Okay. Now I gotta figure out the damage.
A lot.
Oh, just because you're wearing a
I
belt of
think-
Storm Giant Strength.
I think I'm going next, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for the crewman. Nope. That's a 1.
They all
Yay.
self-bust. They just explode.
Yeah, what do they do? Basically, they have a misfire on the siege weapons, and it's going to take another round for them to get things back in order. So
I don't know how many
They
crew are
charged
left
at
at this
Dragon
point in
and
time.
forgot what to do.
or there aren't enough true crew to even load the weapon. Is actually they've
So-
have them Ralph.
They accidentally
He's
loaded
got-
an orc.
A 41. A 41. And
41 is 1 damage?
It's 1.
Wow.
Storm giant belt thing.
That's nice.
It wouldn't be helpful for me though.
3.
I use X for everything. Yes, that's why it's 22.
23, 27, 28. And another 28.
Yeah. in the world.
And as soon as he moves, he takes another 2d8. 3d8 damage.
Because you used the cantrip.
Yeah. He takes another 3d8 damage.
So that you can only do that as one attack because it's casting the spell.
Okay, so I can only use one or the other. I can't use both of them.
Right.
Okay, so I use that one then.
Okay, so the first one you did 42.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he can go to hell.
Do you tell him that?
Well, no, literally.
No.
I send his ass to hell. Fucking up my shit.
So is that a saving throw or what is
No
it?
save. He goes.
So,
He goes and he comes back.
but isn't that an action?
No, it's off of a hit.
Oh, it's when you hit him.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Let me find it real quick.
Was it like hurdle through hell? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the
Hurl
actual
through hell.
name?
Yeah.
When you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to instantly transport the target through the lower planes. The creature disappears and hurtles through the nightmare landscape. At the end of your next turn, the target returns to the space it had previously occupied or the nearest unoccupied space. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage.
Nice.
Okay. So roll the damage. And you all basically have a round to do something.
Mark.
I'm going to
Call
tend
me the
to
travel agent,
any,
bitches.
Going to tend and see if there's anybody that can be saved.
No, probably not.
Wait, did he just take him out?
No, we get an entire round because that guy is taking a
All
tour
right,
of the lower
so
planes.
do you have medicine?
I have
Before he
survival.
returns.
No, I'm not trained.
Dad, I have survival. Does that help with anything?
Oh. I know what it can. Are we allowed to use that round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
a round.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, we'll
Ask
go
your
into
rules.
whose turn is it? I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
go out of turn.
Well,
turn
you
is
would go after him, wouldn't you? Everyone, the three of us have already gone.
Wait. Mark.
No, it would be him then. I'm not Ryan.
All right,
Yeah,
Ryan. Do you wanna hold and I'll go next?
Well, so I'm seeing if something, because I have a concentration spell on right now. So, okay. So
Does it hurt anything if I go next?
No, it doesn't. If you have something useful,
Yeah.
and that's another
All right.
concentration.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
It's not as much as I thought it would be.
Actually, I'm still in the crow's nest, right? Because I never got a chance to jump down and use the tree, right? Because I
Right.
moved in.
And you
Right.
never took the damage.
Wait, I have a thing that can
Oh.
heal a bunch of
That's
people.
weird.
Can I see
All right.
the sky? So I'm going to use my ability, the turn
Make
the
me
tide.
one of them.
Turn the tide. And
I'm gonna need
took
it.
a crap ton of damage too.
where is it?
How much damage did you take?
Where's the paladin? Turn the
68.
tide. So allies, each
How much
creature of your
damage?
choice that can hear you within 30
58.
feet. Within 30 feet can get a d6 plus my charisma. So this way it might stabilize some of the people.
Plus another 3d8 from the booming cantrip. If it moves, it moved. Does that count as moving?
It did.
I don't know because a lot of the forced movement stuff doesn't like a lot of the things don't affect you if it's forced movement.
Okay.
It's you. I mean, I'm just going by the precedent by most of the other things in
Right.
the book.
All right. So basically, all the allies within 30 feet will get 7 back, so it could stabilize some of the dying. I'm just like, men, we have it on the ropes. Huzzah! Just when it comes back, let's try to redouble our efforts and be a little more efficient here.
How much HP? do
So
we
anyone
gain?
not dead is
How
is
much
up.
HP do we gain?
7.
Oh, okay.
7 back. So including, all of us get it back too.
I'll take it. I'm up to 78 now. Let's go. I'm only 9 HP now.
Good hustle, good hustle.
That's you.
Yeah, so everything within 30 gets that, yeah.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, good.
All right. So from the crow's nest, I'm going to hold up my hands and I'm going to cry out I'm going to cry out to the stars. You have birthed this foul creature. Now illuminated the path of its destruction to me. And I am casting divination.
Okay.
Enjoy. You got to tell me how to defeat it.
Your guy can't hear you.
All right.
Give it the beat down.
Keep firing, assholes.
I love putting you in this situation because I just had to deal with it from him.
Yeah.
It's really tricky.
It really is like some version of keep firing asshole.
What does it say back?
So what you learn is that the beast has powerful magics that it can hurl. It obviously is a force of nature, and and the thing is basically lives and breathes radiant energy, which makes it resistant to that and the energy and necromantic energies of necrotic.
Does it have anything it's particularly susceptible to?
No, that's what there's no quote unquote weakness.
Yeah. And then
Does it even give me a sense of how close we are, at least?
Well, when you saw it, when you slammed it before it went through, went through the gate you opened up, so it sucked it in. It was looking, it was wound. It had wounds, but if we were using a 4th edition term, I wouldn't say it was bloodied.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
Alright,
and then
not
your
even
and then your
half.
deity's like, like, how many assholes do I have in my clergy? And then everybody's like, yo!
No.
And then his daddy's like, I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Because whenever you're playing D&D space, it's just all space.
I know you're going to share those, right?
Absolutely.
Can I have some?
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so unfortunately there isn't like a ton of
Very much.
useful information that you get other than, you know, it's overwhelming force is how you destroy this creature.
Kill it with fire. Or not with fire.
Well, as long as it's not holy fire, you're okay.
Thanks for that.
David, you have a round to do something.
There's no target.
If you can heal people, heal thyself.
I don't have any spells.
You could save one of the crewmen.
I'll
Try
test
it,
that then.
And Ted, you're trying to, how are you trying to save people?
Well, I'm aware of, you know, Ace's abilities. So anything beyond 30 feet from him,
Okay.
I'm gonna go, you know, sense and see if there's anybody that's actually breathing
That you can help.
that I can help. I'm not gonna bother with a medicine check. If they look bad and they're breathing, I'm just gonna heal them.
Okay. So you're just going to use your ability. Okay. So you're able to save
Only
someone
our
that way.
guys.
Yeah.
The orcs can just.
Now it's your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Well, I got to ready something for when it pops back.
Is it your face?
So he's got it perfectly timed. So he's staged like this, so that as soon as it comes back,
He's gonna send it back.
he's no. He's gonna just deliver a strike to his face.
Can this dragon just be so mentally distraught by what he saw that he's not even into fighting us anymore? He just wants to like sit on a couch with some chamomile and a Snuggie and sort of talk about his experiences.
Pet
and how
his
that made
little
him feel. Yeah. It could be a kagurumi instead, a kagurumi, like one of those like sort of Japanese like fun character sort of pajamas.
And now that its fire shield is gone, I will totally fireball it.
See.
See, radiant damage still doesn't hurt. I have to Kamehameha again. I'll give my key points at
my next question
after
is-
showing this,
Am I able to look at
Okay.
his
I'll
entry
slip
in the
it
MM
afterwards.
for myself from the
right? I'll
divination?
use another one.
There is no monster. There's no monster manual entry for a star dragon.
Is he based on any of the dragons in there? If the answer's no, that's fine.
Well, you give him off, man.
Yeah,
You look at the stats for a adult gold dragon.
perfect. Thank you. That's worth it. Thanks.
An adulterous skull dragon, alright.
Should I try
Now we're
Old
talking.
Monster?
I thought about it.
It should have a minus to its saving throws when it comes back, right? That's
One might
not
think.
part of the spell, but common sense.
Common sense, maybe.
If I went through hell, I think my saving throws might be a little off.
Remarkably.
What you don't know is you
It was
just
only
said to
only
his
6
vacation
seconds
spot.
of trauma.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hit it again.
Right
So it
in its
appears at the
eye.
end of your turn, right?
Yeah, at the end of your turn. So, like, whatever you're doing this right now probably isn't going to be able to affect it.
Oh, well, you know what I can do?
What's that?
You could just not take your turn and he never comes back. I mean, clearly.
He's going to arrive back in.
Do you have an area of effect thing
Yep.
you could set the stage for?
Hunger of Hodor.
Hodar.
That's what I would do.
Isn't that a Game of Thrones thing?
That's Hodor, not Hadar.
Oh my bad.
Hodor.
Hodor.
I'm not allowed to watch this.
What?
I'm not allowed to watch Game of Thrones.
Oh,
It's a little adult.
just a
More
little.
than a little.
It's a little adult. The household
That's
I was
good
raised
parenting
in,
there.
it was just a little adult. It was kind of PG for.
This is not even. That's NC-17 or yeah.
Well, how many boobs do you see in the first 5 minutes of that
That's-
episode?
Everything I do spell-wise is going to be necrotic damage, right?
I don't know.
Do you have anything that deals
Unless
psychic?
you have a fireball, that would not deal.
I do have a fireball.
There you go.
But you're not gonna be able to do it because it's instantaneous. You either need an area effect concentration thing that's gonna be ongoing, or you're gonna just have
Just
to
wait till your next turn.
Just don't finish this.
Well, every little bit.
Do you need more time? You want to move to the next person? And hold until the next guy?
Nah, I'll just wait. I was gonna do circle.
Okay,
of
so
death,
four of them reappear in front of you,
shit, I should have done the circle of death.
and
Apparently, he has allies in hell.
and then he flicks one of his wings at you, Ted, and you know the clawed tip of it, an image of it in that same white glow that you've guys seen it breathe before comes flying towards you. As it gets closer to you, it just expands and gets bigger and bigger.
Did you roll your psychic damage to him?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Did you roll it again? Because why not? You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
So is this a
Does
spell?
a 22 hit? Yes.
Absolutely. It's a spell?
Yeah.
I really like. Maybe
I'm just going to absorb it.
Okay.
Like
Is that a
sponge.
reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, so
As long as it's not a 10th level spell,
Actually, it's a 15.
okay, so what does the absorbing it actually?
all the energy just go into the staff, and I get the charges based on the level of the spell.
Okay, so it's a 6th level spell.
This staff.
No.
So how many charges does that bring you to?
46.
Out of how many?
Is 50 the
50,
magic number?
yeah.
Or 51?
Well, 51 is the magic number. But it's okay. I'm completely fueling my combat with this thing.
Okay. So with that, it then
I'm at 11. Does it go before or after?
you guys actually go at the same time.
Okay. -1 dex, so he probably goes first.
So let's see. The orange one can be the bite. Or actually, it doesn't work that way. There were some probably good numbers in there. Orange one is still the bite. All right. So. So the bite comes in at you, Mark.
I'm toast.
Are you that bad?
Minus 61.
Out of
142.
For 22 points of damage.
22.
What'd you say?
22 points of damage.
Wait for
Okay.
the fire.
I mean, as long as a 28 hits you.
Might that?
Does a 23 hit you?
No.
Yeah, we're wearing Tarask armor.
Are you?
23 misses.
Oh,
What's that?
What'd you say?
23 misses.
read the book.
I
David.
I don't know. I don't know what you're
was fucking 17.
Really
You probably spit. You hit me.
That would not be ridiculous in there.
What kind of armor is that?
for
Nah.
Oh. Okay.
for another
God.
13.
Read a book, you Luddite. And I was wrong. Their calls do work
That's
that way.
redundant.
And
got me there.
so it comes in and basically it wraps its maw around your torso,
And rips you in half.
Hellish rebuke.
shakes you, and then after that, it lets you go. It just both of the wings come in with the claws on the tips and just rends you, and you also take another 13 points of damage.
Again?
Yeah, and anyone within 30 feet of it can make a wisdom saving throw.
Being it's 40 feet in the air, I'm fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that would be Mark, probably. Oh, you're in the
Did you
crow's nest,
actually?
too.
Did you actually hellish rebuke him?
Yes.
But I
Okay,
have
so what is what's the damage dice or whatever? You should follow up with that.
Hellish rebuke gives him.
I'm gonna make mine. I have a +5.
Okay.
+5. Do I get proficiency? No. Just
Only if
just,
you're proficient in wisdom saves.
As a druid,
I
you
am.
are.
You're
I
druid,
am.
so you probably are, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that? You get a 10.
So
Yeah.
10.
+10.
You probably can make this one.
Ooh,
Nope.
14.
Total 14? You're terrified.
Shit.
You are frightened.
Frickin' Shakespeare.
All that really means is you basically at disadvantage on everything, and you can't move towards it.
Yeah, disadvantage on everything. Yeah, it's not a problem.
Not a big deal. So how much damage do you do from Hellish Rebuke?
Hold on. That's 2D. It's a second level spell, I think it is. It's first level spell. Bumping that shit up to 5th level.
You're a warlock.
Well, it's automatically just 5th level, yeah. So is there a saving throw or anything with that one?
Nah. You take. Well, yeah.
Save for half.
Yeah, save for half.
What save is that?
So,
I don't think you made that save.
Well, he didn't make that save unless it's con or charisma.
It's anything but that.
It's everything but that.
What's the save? What's that?
dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, 60-10.
Say 60-10 from Hellish Rebuke. That's not bad.
For the dragon, it is.
Yeah, that's gonna make him unhappy.
42
42.
fire damage.
Nice.
I like how I picked a thing that was resistant against the whole party.
Radiant. You know.
Necrotic.
All right, I'm up now. After he went,
Oh, wait a minute. So you went. So it flails out with its wings.
I didn't
once
go.
again.
That was in response to it.
Oh,
attacking
right.
me.
Yeah, you're correct.
so it attacked.
Yeah.
His hellish rebuke. It came back mirror image, right?
Yes.
You just did an area of effect thing, right?
That doesn't work that way.
I don't know.
I don't know if fireball takes out mirror image, then that probably would too.
No. Mirror image doesn't work that way anymore. It only works against targeted attacks. You don't need to look at it. Keep going.
No, because this will make all the difference. This is like when things are kind of bad.
But I already know the ruling because I read the spell before I cast it. You're slowing down the game.
All right, just attacking. And we need that on the book.
And roll the crew first if you want.
Oh, shit. Well, I missed on that, and let's roll the crew. So they get 415.
What were your rolls?
Dude, not if he was a 24, I'm not hitting. My highest roll was like a 7. So that
It doesn't matter though.
okay.
I actually asked things for a reason.
AC 17.
Okay, so that misses him. And what was the other one?
I rolled a 4 in the die, so that would be AC 14.
Okay, that actually hits one of the images and pops it.
All right, good deal.
The images have a different armor class, and just like you got to roll every time to see if you're actually hitting an image or him.
19 for the crew.
All right, so that is going to see what they're actually going to target it. All right, so that will pop another image.
So now it's just 2 of them.
Now there's only 2 of them.
Oh man, this is like a night out at the end. Oh, but as I'm flying by, I make sure to fly by Skane and said, "Worry not, you're with the captain." I wink at him. As I fly by, in my aura of 10 feet, he's immune to fear.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So
Yes.
I think that would negate the effect, and I'm
Okay.
gonna fly off.
Okay, so you do that, and then
Teamwork.
yo,
Well played,
it it shudders with rage once again, flings out its wings, hitting both of you guys. Makes deck saves.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
For wherever you are, you should probably not be there.
Gaseous form.
Oh, you should fucking spawn his ass. I mean, you should freaking spawn his ass. Gaseous form. Fly into him and then pop out inside of him.
21.
That actually causes damage to you.
Better part of that.
Okay, you're going to be falling from the crow's nest.
Oh, that's all. Fine.
So, you took 14 points of damage plus
From what?
from actually getting hit,
Oh.
From looking at it.
and then 12 points of falling damage.
Well, actually, I don't take falling damage because I levitate down. Thank you very much.
How do you levitate down?
Levitate. I levitate because of my fiendish provider is awesome.
His levitation, the demon lord.
What'd you get?
Dark,
Demon
I think
worship
it's
has its
dark,
benefits.
dark one's blessing. I think it is.
That's a
Newman's
bonus
own
roll
blessing.
thing. What'd you get on your save?
My
13.
A 13. Okay,
14 damage.
so you took the 14 and 12, so 28.
Wow.
my patron
And
saint is
you're now
Randy
on
Newman.
the ground.
It's 26, Dave.
Oh yeah, 26.
All right.
So Scott's up.
Good luck.
That
Oh,
was
you
one of
probably
my
have ascended
invocations.
step. Did you?
Yeah,
take
ascended step.
You can levitate on your. You can cast levitate on yourself at will without
Yeah.
expending a spell slot.
But it requires
But
an
it's
action.
probably an action to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a reaction.
So you're like, oh, I want to levitate. You're gonna bounce and then be like,
And then your patron goes to, I fly, you don't.
Okay, so what's the total damage?
26.
26.
Oh yes,
dead
of
yet?
course, master.
That was really helpful. Getting rid of that fear. Thank
And
you.
then it pops up into the air another 20 feet. So it's 60 feet up.
Excellent.
Are you dead yet?
Pretty close.
All right, I'm ready. All right. I
now
am
that you're on the
using,
ground, excellent.
I have 10 hit points left.
All right.
I'll fix that.
So I'll
He's gonna just stab you and finish it.
Coup de grace.
Level
so,
for me.
I stroll around the staff of the woodlands and I point it directly at him and I say, "The stars that birth you will be your doom, worm." And I am going to
Fairy
pull.
fire?
No. 8th, 7th level moonbeam for 8d10.
Ooh,
Although if you did fairy fire, that would
Do
give
you
me
need
advantage
D10s?
to attack him, and I love that.
8d10. Is that radiant damage?
4 more. Ooh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah, boy, that's pretty good. So that's 20, that's 30, 33, 39, 48, 50, 57. Now he is resistant to it, right? So he's going to take half of that.
Okay, and does he get a
But-
saving throw?
He does. Oh, so yeah, this gets interesting. So when a creature enters Constitution, it might, yeah. Constitution.
Oh, and I think that is not going to make it a
The natural one.
15. No, it's
All right. So he did not make it, correct?
correct.
All right.
Plus 13.
Yeah, and so but he'll still take half, right?
Yeah.
Because there's, and
How
just
much
so
was
you're
it?
aware,
69.
28.
now a beam of light engulfs him, ghostly flame actually, and it is radiant damage. It takes, yeah, and then but this is interesting. It says a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. I guess, and then it instantly reverts to its original form. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is
In case he's maybe not a dragon.
no, well, specifically
Because he is a shape changer.
he
But
has changed shape.
I've rolled a 2 on the saving throw.
So like if he believes that his actual form is like his human form,
yeah. So if he had the lucky feat, I could have just got triple advantage.
but that doesn't do anything to him.
No, when you do that, that beam shines right into its head, right into his face, and his head just explodes. There's raining dragon bits everywhere.
So he's
Free dragon skill armor for everyone! Yeah!
Indeed, that's awesome.
And and then the body plops down on the 2 ships, adding even more
wait.
damage
Yeah.
to the already damaged vessel.
Does it fall mostly on the other ship, though?
But, well, it does a good portion of it, and it's probably the thing that's keeping the Star Sprite up. With that, the orcs are like, ah, and then they charge your crew. But they get between you guys and the crew, you quickly mop up the rest of the orcs.
Nice.
There's that.
Yeah, I had a fireball on the tip of my tongue. So like as soon as they charge, you just
Yeah.
Well, at least
Circle
this
of
will go
death
better
all
for
up
my
around
ego
them.
because that dragon fight did not go well. at all.
Several circles.
I heard we just got a new ship, the Blackfire, which is tied to ours.
yeah.
Indeed.
We just doubled our amount of ships. Heck
So-
yeah!
The only problem though is the Star Sprite is severely damaged, and the Blackfire is even more damaged. You guys need to land someplace and conduct repairs.
All right.
Wow,
So
definitely.
we need to.
On the ship and myself.
And you do see.
Do we
after-
have anyone to? Can we skeleton crew both of them?
You can kind of do that, or just hobble them together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably more
Okay.
likely what you're going to have to do.
So we don't
one-
actually own the Star Sprite, right?
Nate does.
No, Nate's
Oh,
character.
oh,
is.
great. So we do.
Edwin
That's
Halfling.
good. That's fine.
Lucky.
So
Right, yeah.
you know when the dragon explodes and crashes to its doom on the ships, you see like this ripple effect, and you see that white fire again, and this massive structure of it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a giant meteor or asteroid, and on it you see a structure, a building, and you guys could probably limp to it.
Yeah.
And try and
We'll do that.
tether yourselves and make repairs.
Yeah.
And the other problem is actually having the stuff to repair the ship with.
All
You
right.
know, so you might actually do a lot of.
We might have to
salvage
cannibalize the one ship to make our ship
Yeah.
right.
What I'm gonna suggest is we hobble the stuff together, get to there, and while the people who know what the flip they're doing with ship repairs, we can do that. Meanwhile, those others can be directed into scaling the dragon, getting the meat, and salvage any actual.
There is
gear.
nothing salvageable for food from that dragon. It
That's
has been-
ghastly. Do you usually eat
That
things to
thing's
talk
been
to you?
that thing has been to hell. It got marinated in hell. Do you really want to eat it?
No, but we can take its scales.
It
and
could be
either
quite salty.
Make armor or sell them for profit. There you go.
Well,
Armor, yes.
You can
Dragon.
probably get some of its hide, but it's taking a lot of damage.
I wanna since this thing was a star dragon.
All the hell-
I
I
wanna
agree.
get a mantle made out of its spines.
Okay.
So like I'm not looking for armor. I'm just looking for decoration.
Cool.
So
I am looking for armor.
So anything except for anything from the body, from the neck down, you guys can salvage different things from. The head, forget about it. That thing just exploded.
Yeah.
So
Imagine putting that in your wall.
write down whatever you want. Now here's the thing: everybody but Ryan's character, even Felicity and probably your knights kind of figured this out a little bit, but you believe that whatever this celestial body that is now in front of you. You believe its appearance has something to do with the dragon because as soon as the dragon was destroyed, it appeared. And
Why anybody but my character?
because your character's an idiot, he's got like a. Is it his mentals except for charisma, his dump stats?
Yes. But there's always the off chance I get divine inspiration,
Yeah.
aka polyhedron. So what I will do is, are you well versed? You're a druid, right? You can
Yes,
heal.
absolutely.
Well, he's definitely hurting.
I have 10 hit points.
Oh, you're fine. Just like 3 more battles.
So,
this does get a little.
I lay on hands and I can go around like
How much is a potion
wounded
of
crew
healing?
members.
have?
I can just go and like give people
5 points. 5 increments of 5.
Well, I can just give them one at a
18.
time too, depending on how bad
18.
they are.
18.
But, yeah.
I just walk up late. Just
So I don't know how much you want to say. How much you want to say I expend killing the
You're
people in the
injured?
party that are sick.
I'm down.
What is it's 5
not
times your
worth it.
level? So
Nine.
it's,
Down
I have
9.
70 hit points that I can spend as I will.
I'm down.
Well,
Why
also
don't you
you-
hit him first?
well, why don't you? You could also
I'm not that
take
low.
this as a rest and use your hit die.
all right.
Long rest?
Short rest. I mean, you can attempt a long rest.
I will attempt
Shit
a
may
long
happen.
rest.
Wait,
So-
we
Well,
roll
yeah, we're
hit.
doing ship repairs. That's gonna be his long rest, right? Yeah.
Yeah, except for stuff that happens.
So
We're
as
going
you-
down to a planet
As you drift closer towards this,
towards Asteroid M.
Well, let's figure out what we can do. Why don't you dump everything you got on him now? Because I'm not that low.
Well, because I'm healing crewmen too, so I don't. You tell me arbitrarily what I spend.
well, why don't you just use the resources on the party first, and we can figure out what happens with the crew.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And
Because you have
unfortunately,
you have lay on hands, you have your thing, you've got
my
spells.
healing consists of good berry.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're.
so he's just gonna walk around to the
You don't have
crew
killers?
members and pop good
I
berries.
take
in.
it now.
All right.
So I used
I had
5
to
of my
take
dice.
Conjure Fey.
Yeah. And is that the one that takes a minute to cast?
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of stuff that takes a minute to cast.
yeah. I will be removing my Conjure Elemental
Yeah.
as an invocation.
Well, no, we just need to be more tactical. I think.
Yeah, well, like there's lots of stuff that I would have.
It was
done.
a Star Dragon that it negated half of our capabilities.
Like there was lots of stuff that I would have done had there been a lead up to the space battle, but unfortunately, it's like things started in the middle of it. So it's like, well, I
So you
can't
don't
have
have to
done
get
that.
rid
I
of things.
Yeah.
can't have done that.
All right. Did you spend hit die?
How does that work? I forget.
You have 14 of your hit
You
dice.
you have
So I get 14
these.
hit points.
You roll as
So
many
14
d8s,
die 8.
Yeah.
as many die 8s as you want, and you add your con mod to each, and you can roll one at a
You
time.
get your con mod for
Okay.
each
You
roll.
do.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna pull out one.
So one of the things I wanted to do was, if nobody has any objection, I would like to give one of the claws. We want to take all the claws and give them to the crewmen. Because one, they can make scrimshaw out of them. You can make swords out of them. You can make daggers out of them. All that stuff.
So,
And we give 10 crewmen a prize, essentially.
so the ship is slowly drifting towards
Basically,
this
10
mass, and as you guys get closer, you see the structures are really well made. How many of you guys have knowledge history?
Nope.
And
I went through looking through all these books for mentions of me, but none of them have been written about me yet.
anyone who's studied history recognizes the architecture as being distinctly dwarven.
Oh, nice.
And as you get closer, the main structure on this thing almost looks like the asteroid like grew up around it. So only like portions of it are visible, and there's some columns that seem to be placed so like they like at one time they were possibly holding something up, but now there's nothing, or they could be purely ornamental or decorative. But they definitely have the tops that would basically be braces.
But there's nothing that's bracing?
No.
Interesting.
The ground, much of the ground in front of the structure is worked flagstone.
Okay.
Or is
And so these are these like essentially floating islands in space?
Yeah, kind of. It's
yeah.
like a giant asteroid. I mean, there's a huge
Yeah.
chunk of it beneath, and then it's almost like the top has almost been sheared off, except for where the structure and where it looks like the asteroid or meteor or whatever you want to call it has like almost grown up around the building or structure that lies in the center.
All right, Marky Mark, how you doing for hit points?
Hold on.
So you only need to expend like 30 hit points if you want to get the crew going.
All right, because they need to get their ass together.
Oh,
to
it's a
move
good
and
point.
take
That's
care of
actually
stuff.
practical.
Yeah, and I'd like to have enough out. We need a cruise ship.
cruise?
I'm good.
Totally good.
Yeah.
Anybody else injured?
I'm down 2.
2. All right.
I'm down 9.
Did you spend a hit die?
No.
Yeah.
Spend a hit die.
Yeah, spend the hit.
Okay.
Roll
all of
D8,
them.
add your con mod.
Oh,
Okay, that's a 3.
14 dice.
It's 3.
Scott, how you set for hit points?
So you can,
I'm at 89
spend one
out
or
of
two more if you wanted
101.
to. Okay.
So I'm down 12.
you can do it one at a time.
All right.
Well, I'll say 13. The last one was
You rolled a 3, or you had to roll a 2?
put
I
me
rolled
way
a 2.
over.
It's a 4.
And I'm
at
going to create.
8.
I'm going to cast good berry, and I'm going to go ahead and just pass out the 10 good berries to people.
Okay.
I don't need one. I'm good.
I meant to the crew. 'cause
Yeah, I
it's
figured
pretty
as much.
but
I'm
it
gonna
gives
classify
sustenance.
myself as
So,
MVP for
what are you gonna
combat
do with like the
mining.
unconscious orcs?
Throw them over.
Oh, I totally intend to keep the Blackfire. And I'm going to say, who wishes to? I believe we should own this ship now. Does anybody object to that?
You guys are full.
Oh, thank you very much.
My deal is I'm embracing the light has given me a different view on life. I'm no longer just neutral. I'm neutral good. So my suggestion is when they wake, they can either decide to sign on with our crew and replace.
You don't think they will? I mean,
Well-
from everything you've seen,
They can
don't
have.
think he can be really. They can be reasoned with.
Well, they can either sign on or be left where we find port, which is going to be this rock.
Okay.
Well,
So that-
actually, is there a place to leave them before here, like some little scrub rock?
Yes.
That's
We
where I
throw
think
them
we should
overboard.
leave them.
I
That's
mean,
where we're going.
there's space debris.
Right, yeah, that's
You
what we should
floating
do. Let's
around.
put them on space debris.
I'm telling them they're walking the plank.
Well, they're still unconscious.
Matey.
Yeah, well,
makes it a shorter
anybody
walk.
have any problem stranding them on space debris? I don't want to put them on the same area we're at. I figure we're.
I
gonna
would
have
much
trouble there.
rather.
I
just throw
believe
them
there's
overboard.
I'm not the most moral of characters, but there seems to be a flaw of ethics in doing so. You
These are
may as well put
villains.
someone in the sword than leave them without resources to survive.
So
How many of them are left?
There's about 10 of them that are unconscious and still alive.
So
They can be prisoners.
we'll
and
find
put to-
a piece of flotsam big enough to put the 10 of them on.
do we have a brig?
You know, small one, where you can section off a part of the cargo. Your cargo hold's empty
There we go. That solves the issue.
because you guys are going for a pickup.
Wasn't there
We
3
will.
ships?
We will thoroughly bind
No.
them.
There was, but the 2 of them were destroyed in the battle.
You know what? We'll wake them up. We'll bind them, wake them up, and then give them your. You want to give them your ultimatum?
Absolutely. I know it's probably going to be a probably going to be a high DC, but
So you're gonna try and use persuasion.
I'm going to try and use persuasion.
If you can get a 22 on your
Let
persuasion check.
me also honey your words. Look, men, you fought nobly. All bygones be bygones. We kind of kicked your asses, and you can just join the winning side and fight alongside of us. What say you, man?
So inadvertently you enact your channel divinity.
I already.
It's
Well,
26.
do you want to roll with advantage?
I don't even need it. I was going to say exactly the same thing. It's like, look,
Yeah, he was just using the help action.
okay. Well, we
So you can make it with advantage.
not as
All right, so if you would have rolled a natural 20 on that second one, they'd all volunteer to be your lover.
so. I basically say yes, we kicked their ass, but we stood up against a massive monster together, and after we defeated it, you decided to turn on us. So you have an option of crewing with us or going to the brig.
Dying.
We-
You will not be.
We were just following Captain
Oh, my
Iger's orders.
Do you have any problems taking his?
So we always follow the orders of the captain of the Blackfire. It's what we've sworn our oaths to.
I go fly onto the ship of the Blackfire.
Blackfire be mine now.
Damn it! No, I'm on the ship right now. I am.
I am
captain of the
Koba,
Blackfire.
captain. Finger of death at the little halfling.
No, what did I do? I find Felicity on it. I actually am captain of this ship.
What did I do? He's not a
Okay,
halfling.
so you run up out of the hold, jump on Felicity, and fly to the ship. And Kuba goes, "I'm the captain now," and they all look at each other and go, "Captain Iger is dead. Long live the new captain."
Captain Kuba, let me hear it. Kuba.
So you hear from the deck of the Blackfire, you hear these hoarse, loud voices roar, "Captain Kuba,
Koba.
Koba."
Zenith, damn you, Zenith! I'm standing on there.
I've seen it.
When I'm at my zenith, I'm actually at my lowest point. How is this possible?
Yeah. So each one in turn walks up to you, and pulls a small knife out and cuts their hand. And spills their blood in front of you.
And since they were one, they fall back over.
Yeah, you have a pile of orcs at your feet. So they've sworn their allegiance with their blood oath to you.
Sorry, this is funny.
Orcus Crack Suicide Squad present.
It's good.
Yeah, you own 2 ships.
Well, I don't own this ship. I'm just the captain. I'm the captain of 2 ships. Captain,
Well,
2
it's.
ships.
I mean,
Fleet of 2.
realistically, they're probably going to have to scatter a bunch of cards off of between the 2 ships.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have to piecemeal off of the
But
Blackfire.
that being said, you guys have identified this as being a dwarf, of dwarven make, and perhaps part of a dwarven hold here. if you're going to be able to find materials to build with anywhere, it would be in a dwarven hold.
Yeah.
I'll do a like an outlying, like high flying sort of scouting run. Felicity has advantage on sight based perception checks.
Okay.
So and she
If
can
there's-
actually she can actually talk to me.
If there's
my mind.
any dwarven sigils or whatever else, I've got the Eyes of the Runekeeper, so I can read all things that are considered writing.
And I'm gonna levitate around and survey the damage of the ship.
All right, the damage is extensive, and you know the sprite looks really bad. You know, he basically feels all the damage to the ship personally, and it's going to take him time to recover as well. As you get closer and you guys are scouting and checking it out, everything you see is well made. It's immaculate. You know, this is legendary dwarven artisanry and craftsmanship. The only thing you see, the only door you see, almost looks like a vault door, and that's in the very front facing you guys. And there's all kind of like pictographs on it.
Well, man. As we go and descend upon this dangerous ground mission, you remember many times that you've been in my charge before, and how A Zenith has always seen you through. So once again, I will see you through as always. Right, Kif Guy and you, and they all nod vigorously, and they're carrying like kind of like caddy bags of weapons for me, and that's using my inspiring leader, and everybody gets a temporary 5 hit points.
Oh,
Can you just do that whenever?
I am
Yeah,
going to use
anytime we-
Conjure Fey now.
Anytime
Okay.
I have a short rest.
And I will call up satyrs who will help us with the repairs.
Okay.
Is that concentration?
Yeah.
So that means you can't concentrate on anything else.
Are we doing much?
We're probably going to be exploring some dwarven ruins, is my take on things. Because there's dwarven ruins in front of us.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm still going to do it and to assist with, you know.
You should have totally
drop it.
summoned the unicorn to ride around instead.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
That
guys.
would
When
better
leave, I'll
use of
drop it. But
resources.
we might get a couple hours of labor.
By the way, guys, I can understand any language spoken. So there you go.
Hey, that is
So you can understand any language spoken. I can read any writing.
There we
We're a
go.
good pair.
So long as I
Because of
got
my
you
tongue
two
of
idiots,
sun
I'll
and
know
moon.
what's going on.